Do you have Calabar yam, Ghanaian yam, French yam, Wata yam, sweet yam? In fact, every crops that concern yam. Okay? Are you aware that you could plant yam in sacks? Yam is not only about eating it, cutting it to fry it, or to just boil it to eat with fried eggs, or thinking about making pounded yam. No, we know all those are good delicacies with it, but it comes from planting. You must plant in order to harvest. So with this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you could actually plant your own yam in sacks or in bags. So if you're having those bags that you don't have need for it, or if you are living in a rented building where there is space behind or in front where you feel like you could get good bags in order to put your soil into and plant your yam, then this video is for you. Do well to like, share, subscribe to our videos, and click on the notification button so that each time our video pops up, you'll be the first to be notified. Okay, so stay tuned as I'll be breaking down even with a cost analysis how much you could spend for this farming. Okay, what you need, the materials needed there is simple. We just have, you need a hoe or a shovel. Also, you should be thinking of something like sacks or bags because you want to plant them in bags. Soil, also a soil mixed with fertilizers or manure. Do you have all these? A shovel is a must. Either you have your shovel, you have your hole, whatsoever thing that helps you to carry your mixed soil with manure into your sacks. Okay? It's very, very affordable. I believe from the price of $5 and above, you could have your shovel. Okay, so these are some of the bags. So you could use cement bags, like this one is Dangote bags, or you could use these 50 kg bags. But I will not recommend you use 100 kilograms of bags. So either you're using cement bags, you're using 50 kilograms bags, or you're just using a bag that you experiment that the yam will fit into it. Let it not be too big, let it not be too small. It should be favorable to make cost. So let's look at the cost analysis of yam farming in bags. First, you need to know the cost of land, the cost of bags, the cost of yam seeds, and also the cost of fertilizers or manure. All these costs are necessary. So the type of manure we're looking at is the green manure, the farmyard manure, and also we'll be looking at the compost manure. So it's not about fertilizer. Have your natural manure, and I'm going to be telling you how to make this manure. Are you aware that if you're actually using that rented building or the back of your house is zero cost, but if you want to rent acres and acres of land in order to plant, know that the cheapest of acre as it stands now is from $100 to $200 per acre. So let's look at the green manure. These are quick growing plants which, when buried, decay very quickly to provide plants food. So you could just harvest your plants, you bury them into the soil, you will turn back into fertilizers and will be producing something as green as you can see in this video. Okay, it's something very natural, unique. You need no cost. Okay, so all those plants that I have beside you, you're clearing, you bury them into the soil, it decompose and become manure. The second is farmyard manure. They include animal droppings like cow dung. This is the most essential. It's not only cow dung, those people working in poultry, that's what I talk about. If you have animals beside you, you need not spend anything on this farming, and you'll be going to be making cool cash. I don't know if you're with me. See, I'm excited to share this news because it's so intriguing that that space beside your house that is wasting, you could be planting yam and be eating yam all year round. The third we are looking at is compost manure. Is material added to the soil like pile of plants, animal remains, and allowing it to decay. This is good, but it is rare to find, okay? Because to find animal remains to allow it decay, yeah, you could actually put a pile of plants and it decompose. So I would recommend the second, okay? So the second type, where you have your animal proteins, everything that proceeds from animals, especially like feces, to be used as your manure, is highly recommended. The cost of sacks, okay, you might want to know the cost of sacks. So a new sacks or bag costs approximately 200 francs. So calculate the number of bags you need. And an old one or already used bag could cost 100 francs a bag. Remember, I'm talking all these bags are 50 kgs below. I'm not recommending 70 kgs or 100 kgs. No. It's either you're using your cement bag, which is portable, or you're using the 50 kilograms. So do not go for too large, okay? Remember, you have limited space and you want to increase your harvest. You just want to expand and explore, experiment, okay? I'm recommending everyone try it, okay? Try it, you will not regret it. This is the best method, okay? Please, if you are still here, do not forget to comment on what strategy you think is best for you and how can I help you, especially in the propagation of seed, because that'll be coming in last. So do not go anywhere. You want to know how they cut the seeds, how it has been planted, and the duration and everything that concerns yam farming, okay? So keep watching right up to the end of these videos. So in this video, you're going to see the two category, a used bag or an old one, and also having a new one, so that you have an idea of which is preferable for you. Have you seen the variety of the soil? The soil should be moist. It should be mixed already with manure before putting it into the bag. Okay, so you don't just go anywhere digging, you find for a fertile soil. Do you know where people usually dump refuge? Not so. They dump dirt. That is the highest form of fertilizer. The highest form of manure is being buried there. So those type of soils are the ones which are recommended. You go and you dig them. Once you dig soils in those areas, you mix it with your normal one, okay? So let's look at the propagation of seeds. You have full seedings and you also have section of tubers. So ashes from fire is also necessary. You should always have your wood ash. If you're trying to plant yam, have wood ash, especially for those planting at home, okay? So the cost of seeds. Now, this cost of seed depends on the variety of yam you wish to plant. I would have loved to give the cost, but it varies country by countries and town by towns. So you ought to know the variety in which you want to plant. Are you planting water yam? Are you planting sweet yam? Are you planting calabar yam? There are yams such as this variety here. You could plant them full. Okay, well, these small yams that you can't eat, okay? And you also have the big ones. These big ones you always find in the market. Are you aware that you could cut them? You measure them into 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters. That's the gap. Once you have cut it, you cut it at least in 5 halves, okay? But if you want to cut it more, it's also advisable, but cut it the way you want it to produce. The smaller you cut it, the smaller the harvest. The bigger you cut it, the bigger. But it all depends on how fertile your ground is. If your ground is not that fertile and you have not mixed it with manure, you might find yourself having hindrances, or your yam will not produce as big as what you find here, okay? So in a head like this, you always find where it has already has a potential to germinate, okay? And you make sure that you don't cut that head. You look at it very well and you try as much as possible not to touch it, okay? Are you seeing the way they're doing in this video? Do not cut it. So, and you see this other yam here, we cut it into four. So the highest should be 5 pieces. Do not cut it above 5, okay? So we are having 4. So how many bags already? So let's go to our planting and see what awaits us. Whenever you wish to plant, okay, you see, once you have already dig, see, do not bury it too deep. Do not bury your yam too deep. Okay, it is very shallow. You might want to ask, why is it shallow? It's because the yam would grow and bury itself and germinate. The other yams will come right inside. Okay, it will penetrate and go downwards. It penetrates and go downward, and you could actually, like this yam here, we left it for it to germinate first. We kept it in a cool environment. It germinated before planting, so always make sure it is shallow. Do not go burying it in the middle of the bag and you want it miraculously to grow and for it to produce. No, ensure that it is shallow. It grows and the tubers go deep into the soil, right down to the sacks. Okay, so that is it. I'm also going to show you a situation whereby we used bird propagated yam, whereby we did not germinate, we did not let it to germinate. But this is also preferable for persons who have never done this before and want to be assured that this yam I'm planting is going to germinate, because there's that tendency that you might miss out on how to plant it. Should I plant it inwards? Should I plant it outwards? What's the best? Okay, that is always where farmers get it wrong. And also, for those who are just starting in and they don't know their left from the right, they miss it a lot at this level. But it is very good. If you want to start with this. I would kindly recommend this. I recommend this so much. Okay, so do this and you will thank me later. Do this, especially this month, and by December. Do you know how yams are expensive in the month of December, right? This is how you be eating yam as if you are eating indomie. Sorry, this is going to be a long video, but it is necessary. You really need to know this because you need to stop the habit of always buying yam, or which you are staying in a rented apartment where you have large space behind, large space in front, and you could have your own yam. Okay, you could act. This is the best strategy, little or no cost. Okay, okay. Now, if you have buried your yam, I say it shouldn't be too deep. It should be shallow, very shallow, such that once it's growing, it penetrates and goes deep, 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 deep right into the soil. And that is why you see other people who are using farmlands in order to plant yam. They dig very big holes, very big, because why? They want the yam to penetrate, and something like after 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, look how the way it'll be going. It'll start going up, and keeps going up and up and up and up. Okay, you can put dry leaves there for protection against soil erosion, especially during the rainy season. Okay, too much rain can just fall into these bags and remove all the ground in which you have put it, and you find your yams not there. So we preserve it with these leaves, and also to remove animals' eyes from it, especially these fowls that you have around the house that want to dig everywhere to lay their eggs. Okay, so this is the first method, and yam takes from 6 months to 1 year. It is ready. 6 months to 1 year, you could start harvesting your yam. As simple as that. So look at the way it's green. Now we look at the second method. This is like having new bags. You ensure you dig, you ensure the place is well secured and everything is there. Have you seen? So have you seen that space behind your house, you could actually make use of it? And you're aware now that that space in front of your house, you could buy your clean bags. As you are planting flowers, you're planting yam. When they're harvesting flowers to go and do Valentine's Day, you're harvesting yam to eat and fill your belly. Okay. Especially for the singles, okay? Okay. Don't mind me. Even the married, okay? So yam is very, very necessary. With your new bag, you're good to go. We look at the harvest and what you could approximately have. So this is how it comes out. Come on, look at one quantity. Yeah, look at one yam. Look at the way you tear your back down. See one. It's longer than my arm. Okay, so let nobody deceive you that working yams in sacks is not good, it's not nice, you're not going to. Come on, see harvest, see harvest, see harvest and scream once it's already 6 months. Or when it's already 6 to 1 year and you feel it's necessary, right? The only thing you need to do is to cut these backs, cut it open and take out your time and remove the soil, remove the yam. See, look how the yams are fresh. Look at the way they are healthy. Look at the way they are long. Don't you want to eat this? Don't you like what you're seeing? Tell me you don't like what you're seeing. Come on, what are you waiting for now? So subscribe, like, comment, and share our videos. Invite your friends to our channel to have more exciting lifestyle. So because it's 2025, do you see the way crops are expensive in the market? How farm produce are expensive. You're going to be planting your own and be making money. Okay, see yam. And you're joking with the space that is behind your house, so it is very normal. And this is how the yams are. There are ones that comes bigger than that, and there are also ones that are smaller. Okay, so do not go and you plan your own small and you start saying why. Remember, when we started this video, I made mention of manure. This is people who have good manure. They have good mastery of the type of manure. This is the yams they are harvesting. So imagine harvesting all this in just one sack. And you have about 50 sacks, or you have 100 sacks, or you have 200 sacks just beside your house. What quantity do you think you harvest? And are you aware buyers can come right from your home to buy? Or you could just make your scheme or your planning that you're going to eat the yam for the whole year while looking forward to planting new ones. Come on, see yam and scream. Nobody can believe that these yams were actually planted in sacks and they were not buried down, they were not tilling another, it was just sacks. But for those who are still finding it difficult, this is your option B, okay? Go to the market, buy yourself yam and eat, okay? You don't want to suffer, right? Go and buy. When you price one yam, they tell you $10. You price one, they tell you $20. That's why you know that now food crops are not the way it usually was before. And this 2025 is going to be larger, okay? So thanks for watching. Stay tuned to our channel to have new and more exciting videos.